Hey fitness friends, Ricky Valiquette here, founder and owner of Rick Sanity, coming at you from Train with Joe on this very snowy day in May. Today we're going to be talking about the kettlebell swing. It's one of my absolute favorite exercises. We're going to be talking about form, execution, benefits, muscles used, all that stuff so that you can add a kettlebell swing into your workout routine most safely and effectively. Love the kettlebell swing. It is one of my favorite exercises. It promotes lower body strength, power, force production, control, stability, all that good stuff. However, it is not one of my favorite exercises to teach. This is because the kettlebell swing is not an easy exercise just to pick up and do. Not something that beginners are going to get right off the bat. A lot of the time I see people with the incorrect form, they're using the wrong muscles. So today we're going to be doing a lot of do's and don'ts on the kettlebell swing. So to start out, what is the kettlebell swing? Well, I just showed you. It is a hinge exercise, primarily using your glutes and your hamstrings. The primary movement is the hinge from the hip. You're going to be using your glutes and your hamstrings to come up. You're going to be pushing that kettlebell forward. With your glutes and your hips, you're going to be doing strong enough so you can get it up to about parallel, get your arm parallel to the ground, and bring it back. Now, because the kettlebell swing does use your glutes and hamstrings as the primary movers for this exercise, one exercise that you have to master before you ever even do a single kettlebell swing is the Romanian deadlift with a kettlebell. Straight legs, or just slightly bent legs. Bend down, keep your back straight. Feel that stretch in your glutes and your hamstrings. Grab the kettlebell. Pretend you're trying to break the handle in half to keep your chest up. Push your hips forward to come up. Hinge. Hinge back down. Keep your back straight. Keep that form good. When you master this exercise, then you'll know you are ready for a kettlebell swing, because this activates the muscles needed to do the kettlebell swing. In fact, because of the complexity of the kettlebell swing, I recommend you actually warm up with the Romanian deadlift before you ever do any kettlebell swings in your warm-up, in your workout. So now that we're ready to do the kettlebell swing, I want to talk about the do's and don'ts. Do use your glutes and hamstrings. Do not use your arms. A lot of the problems I see with the kettlebell swing is people use too light a weight, and they end up lifting the kettlebell up with their arm, barely using their hips at all. This is incorrect. If you want to do a shoulder exercise, you can do just front delt raises or bench presses. You do not need to make it complex by using your arms in a kettlebell swing. Do not do it like that. If you find yourself raising the kettlebell swing up with your arms, your weight is too heavy. Your weight needs to be heavy enough to where you can't actually lift it up with your arms, and you have to use your glutes, your hamstrings, your hip complex to throw that kettlebell forward. So to start out, you just want to start out with your kettlebell down here, just holding in front of you, nice and relaxed. Just start by swaying your hips back and forth. Just bending ever so slightly at your hips. Very slight hinge. As you get more comfortable with that, then you can start going bigger. Start squeezing your glutes harder, thrusting your hips forward harder to get that kettlebell higher up in the air until you're able to get your arms about parallel to the ground. When you bring the kettlebell back, you want to catch it with your hips and thrust forward so that your hips are doing all the work. All your arms are doing is holding onto the kettlebell. You do not want to grip the kettlebell too tight. In fact, you should be able to let go of it at the top. Some other things to consider is do not let your back round when you're doing the kettlebell swing. If your back is rounding too much, you're going to start feeling in your lower back, and that's not good. Keep your back straight. And also remember, do not bend your knees too much. Remember, we're not squatting and then bringing it up. We're keeping our legs straight. We're hinging. We're hinging, not squatting. If you squat too much during the kettlebell swing, you're doing it wrong. So keep your legs straight, hinge at the hip, throw it forward with your hips. I usually work on my kettlebell swings during my power and high intensity interval training sections of my workout. So towards the end, after you're really warmed up, usually I try to do just start out with 20 kettlebell swings, take a break, try 20 more. After you can do 20 without much problem, push it up to 30. Eventually try to go for time. Try to do like 45 seconds of kettlebell swings, go up to a minute. Give yourself a break, then do it again. 3 or 4 sets. That's really going to help develop and tone your glutes and hamstrings. And like I said earlier, before you do kettlebell swings, you really want to make sure you warm up these muscles, your glutes and your hamstrings first before you do them for the day. So try to get in some RDLs and even some glute bridges. And that's really going to wake up those glutes and hamstrings so that you can get in a good kettlebell workout safely and effectively. All right, so that was my video on kettlebell swings, guys. Let me know in the comments if there are any exercises you would like to see me go over. Until then, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. This has been Ricky Valiquette of Rick Sanity, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye.